Hey everybody, this is Dr. Angel with the Alternative Health Food Store. I am at the American Medical Naturopathic Association conference, and we had a conference today on molds and mycotoxins. So mycotoxins are compounds that are produced by mold. I did not know that until today. But they can be ingested or inhaled. And the list of symptoms that can happen from these exposures when they get too much on our body burden are endless. It is crazy. I'm actually going to post in the comments a small graphic on just some of the respiratory stuff, but they discuss things like autoimmune issues, joint pain, just things you can't even imagine that can be caused from the mold. And what's interesting is they talked about like what are the concerns as far as like how do you get it? Well, living in Florida is one of those things. So it's a risk factor. And going to school is a risk factor. In fact, in Boston, they did a study where they went into 180 classrooms and 100% of the school classrooms had mold in them. So mold is ubiquitous, and particularly along the Gulf Coast, as they talked about, because we have so much humidity in our areas. 21% of asthma people who have asthma, is probably related to mold in some way. 47 out of 155 infant formulas and baby cereals show mold in them. They talked about coffee, wine, beer, and peanuts all have mold. In fact, and they even said like organic wine and organic coffees can have these mold and mycotoxins in them. So what do you do? Well, one of the things you can do is you can test your home or your business if you want with mold plates. You can get them at any hardware store. They're not very expensive, and it can kind of tell you what it's looking like where you spend most of your time. Also, through iridology, we can see if there's mold going on in the body. It can help you get rid of it. Some of the things that they recommend to get rid of it are oregano, which we recommend often, chlorella and charcoal, and some other options that we're looking at. But just keep in mind that mold is ubiquitous right now. So if you're having any issues, give us a call. I have some stories I can give you too that were in recent magazines talking about mold. But it has become a serious issue in this country, and we are going to have to try to figure out how to do that, take care of that naturally.